Chingga, the baby lion. For this youngster, growing up wild is one giant adventure. To survive in this unforgiving wilderness, she must learn the laws of the land. Family is everything in this uncertain world. Her greatest challenge will be getting through her first year, with only half of lion cubs making it that far. Across the world, baby animals are taking their first steps and tackling their first challenges. They are the next hope for their kind. They are the new kids in the wild. This is Xena, a mighty lioness. The grizzled veteran's scars are a testament to a hunter's life. Right now, she's alone, on a self-imposed exile from her pride. And that usually means one thing. She's been hiding something. It's time to reveal her secret. Two months ago, she gave birth to 4 healthy cubs. The siblings consist of a pair of brothers and sisters. Smallest of the lot is Chingga. What she lacks in size, she makes up for with a feisty attitude. For a lioness, family is all important. And she's already forming a close bond with her sister. Since birth, she's had it easy. But she's about to have the biggest test of her young life. Her home, the Mala Mala Reserve, is part of the vast Greater Kruger Park. Stretching for over 130 square kilometers. This pristine habitat is the territory of the renowned Mala Mala lions. They are Chingga's family, but she's still to meet them. Today, Xena is finally ready to introduce her cubs to the pride. They need to be welcomed, as a growing lion relies on a pride for both safety and food. At 8 weeks old, their only protection is their mum. If Chingga and her siblings are not accepted, it would be fatal. The cubs stay close. It seems like Xena has picked the right moment. The others are feasting and pay no attention to the new arrivals. It's a good sign. But it means nothing if the cubs aren't welcomed by Mala Mala's strongest member. This is Caesar, the alpha male. His job is to protect the group's territory. In return, he gets priority access to the female's kills and exclusive breeding rights. His aim in life is to father as many children as he can. But if he suspects the cubs aren't his, he'll kill them. Luckily for Chingga, her scent passes the test, and a chilled-out Caesar gives his seal of approval. They're accepted. Protective Mum Zenith can relax. While her siblings stay put, curious Chingga explores, introducing herself to her slightly older cousins. Chingga's new playmates may be bigger, but she holds her own. One by one, the Mala Mala females welcome her. The lionesses in a pride work together to raise their young. So alongside her mum, her aunties will make sure she's safe and fed. And out here, Chingga needs all the protection she can get. There's an intruder in town. A roaming bachelor looking to dethrone Caesar and take over his pride. Caesar has picked up his rival's scent. If the rogue is successful, he'll kill all the cubs. Like Caesar, he wants to father his own offspring. For Chingga, a pride invasion like this is her greatest threat. Before the trespasser gets any closer, Caesar strides out to face him. females and cubs awake with no sign of their mate and father. A male is approaching. But which one? It's Caesar. Victory has come at a cost. Caesar is bruised and scarred. It's all part and parcel of being king. Chingga and her siblings are safe. The little cub has been protected by her father this time, but a lion never knows when it might need to fight. And this young lioness is already honing her skills. Play fighting prepares Chingga for her life as a warrior and hunter. The rough and tumble also strengthens social bonds. Chingga's favourite sparring partner is her sister. As a female, it's important she connects with other lionesses. Her mum's bond with Chingga's auntie is testament to this. The two are inseparable. Since birth, they've survived life in the wilds, side by side. Like her mum and aunt, Chingga and her sister will likely remain with the pride for the rest of their lives, hunting and raising cubs together. But that's a long way off. At 2 months old, Chingga's not even ready for her first taste of meat. She'll rely on her mother's milk longer than any other big cat cub. It will be another 8 months until she's completely weaned. And there is no guarantee she will make it that far. Lion infants have just a 50-50 chance of surviving the weaning stage. For Xena, feeding her cubs uses up lots of energy. She needs to double what she eats to produce enough milk. She must make a kill. Xena rallies her sisters. They know the drill. Cape buffalo. These grazers never stray far from water, so during the dry season, they're easy to find. But they are no easy target, weighing over 500 kilograms. Xena is in luck. An old bull is straying from the herd. A cooling bath could be a fatal mistake. Xena takes the lead, while her sister guides a flanking party, cutting off any escape route. It's all or nothing for the old bull. Xena ends his bolt for freedom. A feast of this size will keep the pride going for at least a few days. But in the vastness of the greater Kruger, a kill can attract unwanted guests. A spotted hyena, the sworn enemy of lions. The two species are famed for battling one another over fresh kills. Fortunately, this hyena is alone. Fiercely territorial, she is busy patrolling her clan's land, and wouldn't dare tangle with a lion pride on her own. But hyenas never stray too far from their family. The pride and clan are bound to come face to face soon. It's been a month since Chingga was introduced to the pride. This afternoon, most of the group are doing what lions do best. They spend up to 20 hours a day resting. But curious little Chingga has other plans. She heads off with her sister. Exploring the world together strengthens their growing bond. Venturing further from the pride, the cub's senses are in overdrive. Their wild neighbours come in all shapes and sizes. From the small and vulnerable to roaming giants. The cubs and their pride are not the only family in town. Elephants are close by, searching for food. Chingga instinctively keeps her distance. It's a wise move. Lions hunt young elephants, so the giants will trample their natural foe. The close encounter is enough for one day. They retreat to the safety of their home patch and family. Chingga never misses a chance to cozy up to her protective father Caesar. But her hunger puts an end to playtime. Xena's hungry too. She must hunt. But this time, it's different. Chingga gets to come along. Xena rouses the sleepy pride. Like a well-oiled machine, the pride is perfectly synchronized. Chingga's not far behind. For now, the cubs must hang back 50 meters. The adults have work to do, and they don't want to put the cubs in harm's way. During the dry season, the pride doesn't have to travel far. One of the few remaining water sources sits right in the middle of their territory. The pride detect a group of wildebeest and zebra heading their way for a drink. Working as a team, they spread out, surrounding their prey. Three females brazenly approach the herbivores. Herding them towards the tall grass. Where Xena and her sister lie in ambush. Timing is crucial. Attack too early, and they will be outrun. Xena's experience pays off. This young wildebeest isn't the pride's only victim. Two kills in one day is a result. But Chinga's about to find out that the hunt is only half the battle. The lone hyena has returned. And this time, she's got backup. The whole clan is zeroing in on the pride's kills. An aunt leads Chingga and the cubs away. As the pride prepare for battle, they have the edge in strength, but they are massively outnumbered. However, they have a secret weapon. Caesar. He's twice the size of a hyena. His presence instantly rallies the females. The hyenas won't be stealing this meal. Caesar has yet again kept Chingga and the pride safe. It's the lion's day. The hyenas take a last look. They've got good reason to be battling for food. A whole new generation of fighters waiting in the wings. Just like the prides, these little cubs are still being weaned. They've got a bad reputation, but more often than not, it is in fact the hyenas that lose their kills to lions. Like the Mala Mala pride, the clan is made up of closely related females who all help out raising the young. These tiny cubs could one day square off against Chingga and her pride. But for now, they are just happy exploring. Today's sunrise in Kruger is a stark contrast to yesterday's bloody battle. So far, Chinga's been limited to observing from a safe distance. But she's now ready for the next level. Headstrong Chingga sets off. She spots a chance to make a catch of her own. A lone Hadida ibis. Emulating her mum, she slowly stalks her prey. But her mother's call cuts her fun short. This bird lives to see another day. Xena has called Chingga in for some serious business. She's found their next target. The tallest land mammal on Earth, the giraffe. It's an opportunity too good to miss for Xena and her sisters. As the giraffes move off in the fading light, the pride follows. Chingga is going along for the ride. The hunt is a success. And for Chingga, it's time to taste her first meat. It's a huge milestone. In 7 months, her diet will consist of nothing else. But this kill has come at a price. Chingga's aunt has suffered a powerful kick. She is in no mood to play. Rest is her only chance of recovery. Another month flies by. The Mala Mala lion's territory has had nearly 6 months without rain. Prey is weak, so the hunting's been easy. Chinga's grown strong. So far, Xena and her pride has had the luxury of staying put. With wild residents flocking to their territory's water source, it has served the lions well. But a rumble in the sky heralds a new chapter. The rainy season has finally arrived. Water transforms the arid plains. Parched vegetation is refreshed. The waterways of Kruger are coming back to life. A banquet of fresh flora feeds the starving herbivores. But for the Mala Mala lions, the rains are a mixed blessing. Their changing habitat forces them on the move. Prey is now scattered, and they need to follow. It's a new adventure for Chingga. A life on the move, however, has come at the worst possible time for one of the pride. Chingga's aunt hasn't recovered. Every step is painful. But to survive, she must keep up. Zena's lost her most experienced hunting ally. She's had to learn to be extra cunning when catching a meal. A leopard. He's stalking impala. Zena tucks in behind. The impala head into the tall grass. Zena follows, out of sight. Spotted camouflage melts the leopard into its surroundings. Until he's just meters away from the antelope. Zena loses sight of the action. But the spotted hunter's aim was true. He hides his kill in a tree. The impala's scent lingers in the air. Zena's not a great climber, but she's more than capable of reaching these heights. Massively outweighed, the leopard can only watch as his kill gets carried away. The spotted hunter typically loses around 20% of his prey to lions and hyenas. For Zena, scavenging is a lifeline, especially when the pride is down a key member. As the rainy season progresses, Chingga's home has transformed. Now 10 months old, so has the little lioness. She's not a helpless cub anymore. Her weaning days are in the past. Meat is the only course on the young lioness's menu from now on. Chingga has become a fully fledged carnivore. The rainy season has attracted some new neighbors. Much has changed, but the pride has stuck together. Keeping the cubs fed in an ever-changing environment is no mean feat. And it's not the Mala Mala lion's only triumph. The pride has kept Chingga's aunt alive. She's still on the mend, but with her sister sticking by her side, she's on her way to a full recovery. Her bond with the cubs has grown stronger. The connection a pride has is unlike any other big cat. Family is key. It serves the cubs well. With Chingga and her siblings completely weaned, Zena's hard work has paid off. In the last 10 months, Chingga has been on a wild journey. She's had to learn fast, from a tiny cub meeting the pride and finding out who to avoid in the wilds of the Kruger, to getting her first taste of meat. She'll stick with her Mala Mala lions for the rest of her life. Chingga has already beaten the odds to make it past the weaning stage. Now she's ready to meet her next challenge, becoming part of the hunting party. With her sister by her side and her family at her back, wild-born Chingga is definitely up for the challenge. Meet Usana, the cheetah cub. For this youngster, growing up wild is one giant adventure. To survive on these vast plains, she must learn the laws of the land, like who to trust and who to avoid. She'll have her fearless mother by her side, but her greatest test will be to fend for herself. Across the world, baby animals are taking their first steps and tackling their first challenges. They are the next hope for their kind. They are the new kids in the wild. This is Zali, a female cheetah. One of Africa's rarest predators. She's on the hunt. But not for prey. Today, her target is something more personal, a safe denning site. She's carrying precious cargo. Umzali is 3 months pregnant and on the verge of giving birth. She's searching for a location with enough prey to sustain her, but also safe from lions and hyenas. It won't take her long to find the right spot, as Umzali lives in a very special place. This is the Waterberg Biosphere Reserve, South Africa. A mixture of dry deciduous forest and grassy plains. Located in South Africa's Limpopo province, this vast landscape stretches over 6,500 square kilometers. It's a protected wilderness and home to a huge array of wildlife. The great iconic animals of Africa roam free here, day and night. As morning breaks, this wild land is welcoming some new additions. Umzali's given birth to a litter of cubs. Three boys and one little girl. Umzali is one of the rare females to successfully raise multiple offspring to adulthood. She's known as a supermum. With fewer than 5,000 individuals left in the wild, the fate of the species relies on a small group of experienced mothers. To help conservation, she has a GPS collar to monitor her movements. Her only daughter in this litter could be extra special. Every female born is another potential supermum. Her name is Usana. As newborns, Usana and her siblings are blind and can barely move. The odds are stacked against them. Less than a third of cheetah cubs make it to adulthood. Usana has a long journey ahead. Luckily, she has a great teacher. Usana and her brothers rely on Umzali for everything. Not just her milk, but her protection and guidance. This supermum will be their guide for the next 16 months. Just 3 days after giving birth, Umzali has work to do. The smell of 4 young cubs intensifies over time. The scent is an alluring aroma to predators. So Umzali needs to move them to a new den site. In just a few minutes, she's found a suitable location. A thick bush provides perfect cover for the cubs. It's just 15 meters away from the old den, but that will be enough to diffuse the cubs' scent. Usana is the first to get a ride to her new home. One by one, Umzali relocates her cubs. She's still weak after giving birth. But it's this strength and focus that single her out as a super mum. For now, the cubs are secure. But her day is far from done. Umzali's newborns feed solely on her protein-rich milk. And to produce enough for Usana and her 3 brothers, she has to double her food intake. She needs to hunt. With the cubs safely tucked away, she strides out onto the savannah. Her home range stretches nearly 150 square kilometers. It could be 2 days before she returns. And even if she finds a suitable target, the best cheetah will only succeed in 4 out of 10 hunts. But today, she's lucky. Super Mum Umzali finds what she's looking for. A herd of wildebeest. Broad-shouldered with sharp horns, an adult is a risky target for a lone huntress. But within the herd, there are calves. Her prey has excellent hearing and a superb sense of smell. So Umzali cautiously positions herself downwind. Within seconds, she's hit 95 kilometers per hour. The herd panic. And amongst the mayhem comes success. Back at the den, Usana and her siblings instinctively stay put in their carefully selected home. At this young age, they're defenseless and don't budge from where their mother left them. And for good reason. Limpopo harbours many threats, from lumbering giants to silent hunters. The venomous puff adder is an ambush predator. And is searching for a spot to lay in wait. So long as they keep still, the cubs have nothing to fear from their reptilian neighbour. Little Usana is growing hungry. She calls out for her mother. Fortunately, her wait is nearly over. With a full belly, Umzali returns to the den. After the rush of the hunt, all she wants to do is relax. Usana, on the other hand, jostles with her brothers for her share of milk. It's all they'll consume for a month. Little Usana finishes first and starts to do a little exploring. It's the very first sign of an independent streak, along with impressive climbing skills. Her eyes are also widening with every passing day, but they won't be fully open until she's 10 days old. For now, she must feel her way. Just meters away from the den, another family is passing by. Elephants. Just like Umzali, this mother is raising her daughter without any help from the father. But unlike the cheetah family, the elephant and calf will stick together for a lifetime. In comparison, Usana and Umzali's time together will be over in the blink of an eye. Six weeks pass, and Usana and her brothers have almost doubled in size. Their mother Umzali is hunting again. But this time, little Usana is having trouble staying put. Her brothers stick together, they're more timid than she. When they grow up, these boys will live together in a tight-knit bachelor group. Little Usana, like her mother, will be alone. Her independent streak comes from being female. She takes every opportunity to explore. Whilst her brothers are busy play fighting, brave little Usana looks for new challenges. A dead sapling provides a chance to improve her climbing skills. But her fun is cut short when she hears Mum calling her back. She's late for a very important meal. Her three brothers are tucking in to their very first taste of meat. Usana wastes no time joining in. They must all learn to eat fast. Cheetah are the smallest of the big cats, which means their kills are often stolen by bigger competition. This lion has smelt Umzali's catch. And he's not alone. These two brothers are closing in. Lions are one of the biggest killers of cheetah cubs. Umzali is no match for this pair. She needs to escape to save herself and her infants. As soon as she sees her chance, she flees with the cubs. Usana and her brothers are safe. Supermom Umzali has timed it just right. The brothers were attracted to the kill, but they have other interests in this area. They're looking to establish a family of their own. Not far away is a small pride. Unlike Umzali, who is alone for her whole adult life, female lions live together with a male. This battle-hardened chief protects his females and offspring from usurpers. He's had to fight off the two brothers before. In return, his females raise and feed the cubs together. This cooperative approach is in stark contrast to Umzali's lonesome path. But like the cheetah mum, this lioness is also a veteran hunter. She'll go after prey too big for a lone cheetah to handle. She isn't as fast as Umzali, but she's a lot stronger. Normally, lionesses hunt together. But today, she alone provides for the family, while the other females babysit her cubs. Infant lions have it easier than baby cheetahs. They grow up with aunts and a father to keep them fed and safe. Half of all lion cubs survive their first year. But with such a big family to feed, they need a lot of space. Their territory can stretch up to 200 square kilometers. The bigger cats are a constant threat to Usana and her family. And they've gotten too close. Umzali needs to move her cubs again. At 6 weeks old, Usana and her brothers are ready for their semi-nomadic lives. Usana is on her first big adventure. Umzali leads the way, traveling into the night. One month later, the family are now settled a few kilometers north of the old den site. And for now, they're safe from the lions. Thanks to Supermum Umzali, Usana and her 3 brothers are now 10 weeks old. They're bigger, stronger, and faster. And little Usana is more curious than ever. Today, she's following her nose. Cheetah have an amazing sense of smell. Fully grown, she can sniff out prey up to 7 kilometers away. Usana is months away from hunting, but she smelt something interesting. A scrub hare. Careful now. The hare might be a little too quick for her. Undeterred, Usana finds another target. This hornbill hasn't noticed her. But just as she closes in, a sudden noise spooks this eccentric bird. It's Umzali calling little Usana back from her adventure. At nearly 3 months old, Usana's bond with her mother is still strong. Grooming reinforces this deep connection. The whole family kick back and relax. As the sun sets, Usana, her mother and brothers settle down for the night. In the morning, the grasslands have transformed. A dense fog has rolled in. Umzali leads the cubs through this veil of mist. But she's missing someone. Usana has become separated from the others. She calls out for her mum, but they're too far away to hear her. She needs to be careful making so much noise. She could wake up a sleeping monster. The bachelor lions are resting nearby. The big cats typically roam around 10 kilometers a day. Avoiding them is a constant game of cat and mouse for Umzali and her cubs. Usana's distress calls have awoken them from their slumber. Fortunately, the bachelor males are still more focused on tailing the rival pride than they are on hunting cheetah cubs. But they could change their minds. And Usana is still lost and alone. She needs to find her mum. Umzali keeps searching. But with 3 other cubs to care for, she can't wait here forever. She calls out for Usana. It's a risk with the lions in the area. Sana keeps calling. And Mum finally hears and tracks her down. But there's no time to celebrate. With the lions closing in again, Umzali needs to move the family on once more. Three days pass, and the cheetah family have put 10 kilometers between themselves and the lions. But this new neighborhood comes with its own risks. Umzali's picked up a scent. Their new home borders the hunting grounds of another cheetah. This is Umzali's grown-up daughter. But that doesn't mean they're on good terms. As far as they're concerned, they're competitors now. Fortunately, the estranged daughter has no cubs of her own, so she's more tolerant. She's wandering these wilds alone, in search of a mate. If Usana makes it to adulthood, she will follow the same path. Under Umzali's tutelage, Usana's half-sister has thrived and grown into a successful predator. Just like her mother. She has mastered stealth, patience, and speed. She's clearly inherited strong hunting skills, an essential trait if she's to follow her mother as a super mum. And with a little help, Usana will be right behind her. Umzali is watching over her new cub's training. As usual, Usana strides out on her own. She doesn't join in with her siblings' rough and tumble. Her brothers are having a great time play fighting. But it isn't just for fun. The boys are building up strength and agility through this boisterous game. But today, she wants to climb. And play with Mum. Usana is almost 3 months old. Her mum has guided her through the most vulnerable period of her life. Her journey is far from over, but the clock is ticking. Usana has just over a year remaining by her mother's side. She's learnt who to avoid and when to flee. But in the coming months, she'll need to learn to stand up for herself. 3 months pass by. Life here in Waterberg is much the same. Great herds of herbivores scatter the plains. And scavengers circle the skies. On the lookout for any leftovers. In the tall grass, an unlucky antelope has wound up on someone's menu. A cheetah has made a kill. It's Umzali. Her GPS collar has broken off. But incredibly, this supermum, Usana, and all 3 of her brothers are still healthy. They're beating the odds. 50% of cubs don't make it to 6 months old. Usana and her brothers are feasting on today's kill. It's a healthy diet like this that helped them grow big and strong. The cubs are now sharing lookout duties with Mum, guarding the kill as they take turns to feast. It's not just lions who compete with the cheetah family. Trouble comes in many different shapes and sizes. A pair of black-backed jackals are on their tail. This male and female are partners in crime. Unlike Umzali, they mate for life and stay on the move in search of their next meal. These opportunistic scavengers will steal nearly a third of their meals. But they are also predators. A single jackal can take down an antelope. If they find the cubs alone, Usana and her brothers could be an easy target. For now, they're a couple of kilometers behind, as Usana and the cubs are on the move. The cubs are unaware of the trouble that's trailing them, and are hard at play. Usana is joining in today. This tussling helps strengthen her fighting skills. Handy for hunting, but also defense. It's good preparation for when her mother leaves them in just over a year. Then they'll hunt as a team until Usana is ready to go it alone. Another morning rolls in. Umzali has had a busy night. There's plenty of food for Usana and her brothers. But they're being watched. The jackals have caught up and make their move. Circling them on both sides, the pair work as a team. One distracts Umzali, while the other makes off with some fast food. But the jackals still aren't satisfied. Usana's survival instinct kicks in, and she squares off with the thief. It's her first real test. Umzali is watching every move. She attacks. The boys play it safe, but Usana backs her mother up. The jackals make their escape. But it's a big victory for Usana. She's proving to be as brave and as strong as her mother. She stood her ground and defended what was hers. Umzali has taught her well. Over the next few months, the training will intensify as she continues preparing Usana and her brothers to survive on their own. One year later, and it's the dry season here in Waterberg. As the sun beats down and the temperature rises, the herbivores are heading to the region's last watering holes. This female cheetah has been trailing a wildebeest herd for the past few weeks. But this isn't Umzali. This is little Usana. She's almost fully grown. Thanks to Supermom Umzali, Usana and all three of her brothers have defied the odds. But now, the time has come for Umzali to leave her cubs. This supermum is going to seek out another mate and start this story all over again. Usana watches her mother head off. It's left to her and her brothers to rise to the challenge. Not only to survive, but thrive on these grasslands, like their mother has taught them. In the last 18 months, Usana has undergone an incredible transformation. From a tiny baby, blind and helpless, to a powerful huntress willing to fight tooth and nail for every scrap of food. Life in the grasslands means growing up fast. And she'll have to keep her wits about her. But Usana is up to the challenge, thanks to the efforts of Umzali. Usana now has a fighting chance of raising cubs of her own and carrying on this iconic African species. She'll stay with her brothers for a short while, but before long, she'll be ready to take on these wilds alone. Every day brings a new test when you're born wild.